This segment sponsored by the Vera Bradley Foundation. If you drive down the streets of downtown Fort Wayne, you will see a pink bow hanging on every tree and every pole. Why is that? We're going to find out today. In studio with me is Stephanie, who's the executive director of the Vera Bradley Foundation. Hi.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Absolutely, great to see you. So you have to tell us, what is happening with all the pink that you were spreading around town?
Absolutely. So like you said, if you've been anywhere close to downtown, you'll see over 1,000 ribbons hung. And each of those ribbons represent an individual that's either been affected by or in memory or in honor of a loved one.
Wow, a loved one with breast cancer.
Correct.
And I just think it's such a beautiful display. I mean, I drive past the bows every day and it just brings so much light. And I just imagine how much work it took to hang all those bows. So share with us about that process.
Absolutely. Well, we start early in the year making those bows. We hand make the bows.
Wow.
But we rely on volunteers. So throughout the Classic and Turn the Town Pink, we have over 350 volunteers that help put on these events. And then Vera Bradley graciously allows the team to go out for the day and dress in pink and just beautify the city. Yes. And we happen to have a gorgeous day to do so.
Oh, that's wonderful. And so share with us more about what the Vera Bradley Foundation is doing right now in Indiana.
Absolutely. So Vera Bradley Foundation to date has donated over $37 million to research.
That is incredible.
It is amazing. And just recently in April, we made a new commitment for an incremental $12.5 million, totaling $50 million in research.
Wow.
And so that's incredible. We're proud of that number. We're proud of all the donors that have graciously given to make that difference.
Yeah.
So then what do we do with those funds?
Right.
We have an amazing team of over 30 researchers at the IU School of Medicine that really are tackling the most aggressive form of cancer that there is. And so what those funds are doing are allowing clinical trials to begin right here in the state of Indiana. And we're so grateful that not only in the state of Indiana, but those clinical trials affect women across the country, all 50 states.
Yes.
And so what we're discovering here in our state is helping individuals in Tennessee, California, all over. And we're proud of the fact that, you know, we know these researchers firsthand, we know them by name and the discoveries with the funds that we've raised.
Yes, and with those funds and with this research, how does the research specifically impact the cancer patients?
Absolutely. So it's through a lot of the clinical trials, like I mentioned. And so our funding helps these researchers get the grants that they need. As you know, grants take a long time and quite a bit of funding.
Yes.
But our funds help expedite that right there in their lab so they can start these clinical trials.
Yes.
And in fact, we've met many recipients of these clinical trials that have been able to not just survive after a cancer diagnosis, but thrive.
Right, right. And, you know, that type of research is just so important. And you all really focus on the research that's done here in your home state, which is, and that's so beautiful too. So tell us more about some of what you're planning on doing and just really looking forward to within this next year.
Absolutely. So growth, right? We always want to expand, but we also like to get the community involved. And so that's the biggest question is how can I get involved?
Yes.
And there's multiple ways that you can get involved. Obviously one is volunteer. It needs a volunteer, and not just through the month of October. We do many events, whether it's partner events or just a number of things throughout the year that we always need volunteers to help get involved. So obviously monetary donations, we always appreciate those. This month specifically, buy a pink ribbon and hang it you know, in your home for a pack of 5 for $25. You can show that you're supporting the foundation. Those can be purchased on verabradley.org.
Okay, wonderful.
But really we want to grow. We want to change as many women's lives as possible. And quite honestly, our goal is that we don't have to wear pink in October.
Yeah.
We want to find a cure so that that women
Right.
no longer have to wear pink.
Right.
And so that is our ultimate goal by continuing to raise funds for research to make, and we are on the cusp of some really groundbreaking, research. We talk to these doctors and they're so excited that we're really close to making a difference and putting that pink away.
Yes.
And putting that pink away to make us happy versus, to represent, a cure to cancer.
Yeah, I love that so much. And I love hearing you speak about it because I can see the joy and the hope in your face. And I know that's the message and just the passion behind everyone who volunteers with the organization. So thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you.
For coming on and
Thank
to
you.
sharing this important message. And if you want to find out how you can volunteer, donate, and learn more about the Vera Bradley Foundation, we'll have the website below. And I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by the Vera Bradley Foundation.